Good morning. Exciting news on this morning as we have our second bear encounter. I might put that as my thumbnail. Clickbait everyone. You won't believe the size of the bear I saw. I don't know. Anyway, had a lovely night. We were the only people in that shelter in the end, apart from all the bees in the morning, but other than those, we had a very good night. Slept pretty well considering how hot and sweaty and gross we all were, but today's not going to be much different. I think it's still going to be a very warm day today, but it's going to rain tomorrow, so it looks like we'll at least get some relief from this heat. But we're basically just starting our push now into Harpers Ferry. So what we want to do is camp about 3 miles outside of Harpers Ferry on Friday night, and then just have an easy day stroll in the day after, hang out in town, and then likely, or possibly, we haven't decided yet, go back to Corrick's parents' house for the night. But in order to get there by Friday, we need to average like 13-14 miles a day. So today we've got two options. We've got a campsite in like 11 miles or a shelter in 18. So we're going to get to the 11-mile one, see how we feel, how hot it is, what the time of day is, and then either stay there or push on and make up the miles another day if we have to. But yeah, right, I'll let you go now. Hop across this stream on slippy rocks, so I'll speak to you in a bit. Alright, quick update. We spent about two hours at a shelter we came across because it was just so hot that we just needed to lie down and take a nap. I think we were hoping to do that possibly at that campsite, and that was 11 miles from where we started, but there's hills and the heat was just too oppressive, so I took a nap at the shelter, and it's now like what, almost 3:30, and we're getting going again, so we'll probably stay at that campsite area tonight. I don't know if you can hear, but Fleetwood Mac are currently being proven wrong, and that thunder only happens when it's raining. That's not true. We've just had a huge clap of thunder just before I started filming, like directly overhead, and you can kind of hear faint booms of thunder all around. For an incoming thunderstorm that we didn't think would hit, well, it is already here, to be honest, it's just not raining. But the rain is, oh, there you go. The rain is due to start around 7, so we should be set up before then. But honestly, some rain would probably be welcomed. Like, if it started raining, I'd probably just throw my pack cover on to keep my stuff dry. But I'm basically soaked through with sweat anyway, so like, you know, putting on a raincoat is not going to make much difference. But anyway, I've got about 5 miles to the campsite, so yeah, hopefully it's clear and there's some tree cover, so we're not just the only things around for lightning to strike, but we'll see. Alright, I'll speak to you in a bit. There we go, that's our first sign, Harpers Ferry. So we're getting there slowly, bit by bit. Excitingly though, we should, before Harpers Ferry, today at least, we should hit the 1,000 mile mark, which is pretty crazy to think about. But yeah, we've got, well, just at the end of the day at least, we've got 17 miles to do. So we're staying at a little hostel just off the trail that's run by one of the trail clubs. and they basically just have a little hostel with some bunks, and then they do like some hiker deal, which is like then gives you like a pizza, soda, and like a pint of ice cream. So that's going to be very much needed. I know we only showered and did laundry like 2 days ago or something, but the amount of the heat and the sweat and everything of the last few days, that's going to be needed again. So mercifully it's a lot cooler today. There's a few like thunderstorms in the night, but nothing too bad, enough to just kind of bring the temperature down a little bit. There's like sort of 30-50% chance of rain all day today, so it shouldn't be too bad. Also, we'll be coming up to a part of the trail that's called the roller coaster. So, you know, I've mentioned before that like especially in like Virginia, people say Virginia is flatter, at least, which is kind of true. You tend to do a lot of ridge walking where you go up and go along the ridges. So this roller coaster bit is kind of you going across them. So there's about 14 miles. We'll get about halfway through it today, but there's a 14-mile section or so where it's just one climb after the other. So you kind of go up for half a mile, down for half a mile, up for half a mile, down, and there's no like flat bits. Basically it's just up, down, up, down, up, down. So the comments seem fairly split. Some people say it's either really fun or incredibly frustrating, so we'll find out. But in any case, the hostel's like halfway through that stretch, so we don't have to do it all in one go. Anyway, yeah, hopefully a cooler day. I'll catch you as we go. Oh, we did it. We did 1,000 miles. Started 1,000 miles ago.
Hey, do I still look like I'm crying?
No, it's hard to tell what's tears and what's just sweat at this point. Anyway.
Well, I was crying, so
yeah.
For the record.
But thank you for helping me get here.
And thank you for helping me.
I don't think I could have made it this far without you, so thank you.
We're all in this together, and we know how we are. We did it!
Okay. Alright. Next stop, the halfway point. That's pretty crazy. Alright. Let's get going. Love you.
Love you.
How do you feel?
Very accomplished.
Mm.
Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah, that too, yeah.
Yeah, warm, dry.
Yeah.
So we've just got to Bear's Den Hostel. We've got pizzas in the oven and ice cream in the freezer.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
What a deal.
I know.
$40. You get pizza, soda,
Yeah,
a huge tub of Ben & Jerry's.
So I didn't get any more fudge just because it was either so hot we were cooking and just pouring sweat, or there was like 2 or 3 hours of like solid torrential rain and thunderstorms. So we got absolutely soaked. I didn't even bother putting my raincoat on because I was already wet from sweat, so it didn't make a difference. But yeah, we saw some cool. It was a good day for wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
We saw frogs. We saw a tortoise. We saw our first tortoise, which was pretty cool. It just stood in the middle of the path. What else have we seen? There's some good hostel dogs.
Yeah.
Quality hostel dogs. But yeah, like I say, I'm just waiting for my pizza now. That's the main thing. But yeah, I think we're going to do about how far tomorrow?
16.
16 tomorrow to the campsite. And then that leaves us with just 3 miles into Harpers Ferry on Saturday. So yeah, making good progress. and still haven't quite processed the 1,000-mile milestone. Maybe I'll just wake up in the night like screaming or something like, ah, it's so far. Anyway, that's it for today, so I'll catch you later. Alright, good morning. We are now walking further than the Proclaimers ever dared. Is that right? They did 500?
No, they only theoretically. They said I would walk.
I would walk 500
They didn't
and
actually say they walked 500.
so I would walk 500 and I would walk 500. Well, Proclaimers ain't got shit on me. I'll walk more than that. More than double that, he says, before tripping over and breaking his ankles. Anyway, yeah, it's got a exciting day today as well, because today we should be leaving Virginia and entering West Virginia, officially at least, according to the trail boundaries. Even though we have sort of technically stepped foot, I've mentioned before in videos, like West Virginia kind of gets screwed on the, you know, like Virginia has 550 miles of trail or somewhere thereabouts. West Virginia has 7, despite the fact that there have been multiple occasions where we've been ridge walking along the border between the two and have in fact dipped into West Virginia at times. But technically, I guess, according to the ATC, we'll be finishing up Virginia, the longest state on the trail, today. And again, I know some people talk about like the Virginia blues of just getting sick of being in Virginia all the time. I never really got that. I think I just had regular blues. You know, it was like, no, but there's like, you know, when we thought you might have to get off trail because of your hip or, you know, things like that. But yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just the way we kind of think about the trail. Like, we were breaking it into smaller sections. Like, even during the day, we break up our walk into, instead of thinking, oh, we've got 16 miles to go, it's like, well, we've got 3 miles to the next water, let's do that. Then 4 miles to a shelter, and we'll take a break. And kind of breaking it up into chunks helps. And we've kind of been doing that with Virginia as well. It's like, oh, well, you know, we've got this section, we'll get through the Grayson Highlands. Then we can get up into the Triple Crown area. Then we'll get to Shenandoah. Not thinking of it as getting through Virginia. So I don't know if that helps, but anyway, once we're out of here, the states we should be able to line up states pretty quickly and get through them. But yeah, got a fun 3.5 miles of finishing up the roller coaster. And then, then on into West Virginia. Alright, we'll see in a bit. Alright, so we are glistening with sweat, but we just crossed over. He's just finished the longest state of the AT.
Woo.
And now on to the shortest.
Yeah.
I think I said earlier it's like 7 miles, it's not, it's like 17.
Big whoop.
Yeah, but,
wow.
but still. What was your favourite part of Virginia?
The ponies.
Oh, that was earlier.
All the way back
Yeah,
in the beginning of Virginia.
Everything else since then. It's been good.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to in West Virginia?
Harpers Ferry. Doing the little bit of trail that we hiked like a year and a half ago. Yeah.
See how much easier we fly through it this time.
Well, it's got all downhill for us this time.
That's true.
So.
Oh, all right. See you in a bit. Right, we just finished the roller coaster. What was your favourite bit?
Stopping at the hostel.
Yeah, mine was finishing just now.
Yeah, wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it's just tiring and hot and sweaty.
Yeah, could have done without the rain, without the heat.
Yeah.
Without the rocks.
Yeah. All right. I enjoyed the one view that it provided, but that was it. All right, let's go. Alright, today's the day of making it to Harpers Ferry. So the sort of a spiritual halfway point. Obviously, like I've said before, the physical halfway point kind of actually shifts slightly each year. And there is like a halfway marker of like a permanent marker that's based around the sort of a typical mileage. But Harpers Ferry is only slightly further south from that, but it's where the headquarters for the Trail Conservancy is. It's where people who do flip-flops go up and down from. It's just a good middle ground, and that's where you get your picture taken in front of the building, and you find out what number hiker you are to pass through the area. So my tag when I started at Springer was 419, Koroks was 420. So it'll be interesting to see, if it's the 419th person to start. It'd be interesting to know what number I am going through the halfway point, because obviously a lot of people have gone past us. We haven't gone past too many people, which again, it's just kind of a weird thing of being, I guess, like an average pace, because there could be someone who's doing the exact same itinerary as us, who started the day after us, and they're just one day behind and we'll never meet them. But we've only ever met the faster people coming, and people going the same pace as us, and people going faster who go past us in a few days. But out of them, how many people have dropped out, all that sort of stuff will be interesting to see where we are in the order of running, I guess. But yeah, we've just got a short 3 mile day, which is mostly downhill. And we'll also go over a bit of trail that we have walked before. Like, we just did a little day hike out of Harpers Ferry 2 years ago. So when we get to those points, we're going to try and take photos at the same places, so we can compare what we look like with 18 months, 2 years ago, with no through hiking experience, to now with 1,000 miles under our belt. So, all right, I'll see you down there.